So you just got to deal with it. When she goes off, she gets that bonus. You're just going to deal with it. Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. If you're curious about any other hero in Empires and Puzzles, you can view my website at anchorgame.com. There you will find I've graded every single hero with a calibrated team of graders. This resource will always be free. Thinking about supporting the hero grades and the breakdown videos? You're welcome to donate. Otherwise, feel free to share this resource with a friend. I have my exclusive line group called Anchor Cove, where you gain access to myself and tons of other experienced players with on-demand information and resources. If that piques your interest, all that information is on the opening page of my website with a short video. Let me dive into today's hero breakdown. Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. Today we're doing a brand new hero breakdown on Brynhild. She's got 684 on her attack, 609 on her defense, and 1183 on her health. Statistically, she's about average all around. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. I would say she's about average and pretty good for a 4-star. She's running at fast speed. She's part of the Valhalla heroes, which means she gives you an ability. All allies get 5%, 10%, or 15% attack for as long as a Midgard ally has low health. So the more Midgard allies that you have on your team, you get a little bit extra bonus. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It is a free massive turn-based dark fantasy RPG. If you want a huge head start in Raid, all you have to do, go to the link in the description. If you're a new player, you'll get 1 day XP boost, 3 Raid Flasks, 1 Ancient Shard, 1 Void Champion Bulwark, and 50 gems. All your treasure, it's waiting for you right over here. As far as her hero special goes, she recovers 37% health for the caster and nearby allies. The caster and nearby allies are immune to buff dispels for 3 turns. The caster and nearby allies get plus 74% defense against special skills for 3 turns. The caster and nearby allies get plus 24% mana generation for 3 turns. So she's pretty much setting it up for her and herself. They've actually got some really cool combos, typically stuff that's not put together as far as getting the extra bonus of the special skills, and then also the mana bonus, and then also making it so it's immune to debuffs. So you just got to deal with it. When she goes off, she gets that bonus. You're just going to deal with it. She is a rogue class hero. She might have some emblems that might be utilized for her potentially. If you are looking to put emblems on her, I would definitely focus more on her defensive stats because you want to keep her alive. She's not really much of an offensive hero, so I'd prioritize defense, health, and attack. You want to keep her alive. You want her to keep going off, so she's recovering the health and setting it up so she's getting all the extra bonuses. It's a lot of text. Now, considering her with Titans, it's a lot of text, which you would assume that a hero like this would be really amazing against a Titan. The problem is that all of her abilities, they aren't really going to be overwhelmingly positive for the Titans, but they still are relevant. So I do like that she has really great passive, but they're just none of them really put her over the top in terms of getting high damage against Titans. There is a lot of survivability, so maybe you could pair her well with some other heroes that are going to be doing that. But I think that there's just better heroes, especially in green for 4 stars, when you've got like Almer and also Buddy that are running wild that could really help you out in green. Maybe she gets the nod, but I think that there are just better heroes you could potentially be using. So she is going to get an overall B+ grade against a Titan, just being that she helps out, but she doesn't help out in terms of getting high scores, and that doesn't really help you out. Maybe she's going to be useful in the lower end Titans, but probably not. When we look at her offensive grade, she is going to get a B+. Again, it's a lot of text. She really needs other heroes that are going to be pairing well with her to really utilize her, but she's just really defensive. It does help out that she's giving the mana generation for 24% for 3 turns. I do like that she's recovering health, but I think that it's just too defensive, and it doesn't have the defensive abilities to really make it offensive for your other guys. So a lot of times when you see a really defensive character that doesn't deal any damage or anything like that, it also gives a buff that is going to make it offensively important for the other heroes that are surrounding it or all of your team. I just don't see that, and it just forces everything to be really defensive, and independent of that, it makes your other heroes that have to be really offensive, It does help out that it's going to give the mana generation, but other than that, it's not going to be too crazy. I could see some usage, especially with her running a fast speed. So she is going to get a B+ grade on offense. When we look at her defensive grade, she is going to get a B as far as the tank grade goes. I think there is some usability there. The problem is she doesn't have that great of defensive stats, so she's a really defensive hero as far as her abilities, but as far as her stats go, she's not the most defensive hero, which is kind of weird, especially with her running at fast speed. She's just setting up so she keeps everybody alive, but I think you can just overpower her and just kill her, and the only thing that you're really worried about is the mana generation at that point. Especially if you're just heavily stacking against her, you can have a big open hole. So she is somewhat usable. She is going to get a B grade there. Same thing as far as the flank grade goes. She is going to get a B grade. I think it does help out that she's giving the mana generation. Maybe you compare her with a hero that's running at slow speed in the wing, setting up so they're getting mana generation. She's recovering health. I do like that she protects herself by making it so she's immune for buff dispels for 3 turns. So the whole time that the active abilities of the other ones are active, she also sets it up so you can't dispel her. I actually do think that that is nice. I wish that they would set that up with the caster nearby allies are immune to debuff spells for 3 turns. I wish that they use that more often. But I think that they did a good job as far as not making her too overpowered, because that could potentially be an issue. So she is going to get a B as far as the flank grade goes. And then in the wing, she's going to get a C grade there. I don't really see her being that usable being in the wing, especially because she's reliant on recovering health and helping everybody around her. So I'm not a big fan there. So as far as her defensive grade, she is going to get a B-. This is close to a B potentially. It's probably not my first choice in terms of using her on defense, but maybe you could get by. I do like that she is running at fast speed. When we look at her rush attack, she is going to get a B+ as far as rush attack goes. I think that she sets it up so she survives quite well, setting herself up to be, making it so that she's gaining health. She's also making it so they can't cast anything on her, and she's got some pretty cool buffs. The problem is she's already running at fast speed. With her running at very fast speed, I think that you might have a lot better heroes in green to be using. Even the likes of like Little John, Skittle Skull, heroes like that are just going to be better in terms of on the very fast ability on rush attack. When we look at her buff, she is going to get an A+. Obviously, she's absolutely ridiculous, running at fast speed, setting herself up so she gets like crazy buffs that are not common at all, and then also making it so that they can't dispel them as well too. So she's got 2 really unique increases in the buffs with the 74% defense against special skills, and then also the mana generation. So you could definitely pair her with other characters that are going to give either the attack up or the defensive up, and then you're just always protected to where they can't debuff them. So she's going to get an A+ on buff. And then on Bloody Battle, she is going to get a B. This might be close to a B-. Obviously, she's recovering the health of the 37%, so that's a big hit. But I do like as far as what she does in terms of keeping everybody alive without healing. So setting up so they're getting the defense against special skills and then also the mana generation. This might be close to a B-. I don't know. There is some wiggle room there. So she is going to get an overall grade of a B+. I think that she's above average in terms of the 4 stars. Definitely usable, really amazing on buff attack, and just a really defensive hero with a lot of really kind of niche abilities, but unfortunately those niche abilities aren't overwhelmingly powerful, but still really amazing being at fast speed. So thanks so much for watching this content. Please let me know in the comments, what do you think? Did I get the grade right? Did I give her too much? Let me know what you think if you got her. Thanks so much. I'll see you on the next video.